Sister wives. Christine Brown reminded Janelle as the grandma after gushing post. And Janelle Brown pushed away by two nitpicking company wives. Also Christine Brown fills nights watching hubby from afar. I will explain everything. Watch this video until end. Hey lovely viewers. Welcome to my shocking news channel. Sister wives celeb Christine Brown riled up fans who think she's pushing Janelle Brown's grandma status off to the sidelines. Some of Janelle's fans from the TLC reality series think Christine Brown overstepped her boundaries. The Sister Wives followers called Christine on this several times in the last few years. Sister Wives. Christine Brown doing more than peddling wares. Much like her Sister Wives co-wife, Meri Brown, Christine Brown sells clothing items and has her own website. But she also does live events online to push products. In between Christine's sales talk, she often answers questions from Sister Wives fans. She's known to say things about what's happening within the family, or she may give hints as to storylines for the new season on the way. But lately, she swoons about Maddie's children. She's about to visit them next week. Christine Brown is just a fountain of information. But sometimes she overflows. Some fans accuse the third wife of Kody Brown of putting herself in Janelle's place as a grandmother. So fans continue to call her out about her tendency to steal Janelle Brown's limelight. The post above highlights the problem some Sister Wives watchers seem to have with Christine Brown. Janelle Brown, who is Maddie Brown Brush's biological mom and grandmother to her kids, just spent time with her daughter and grandchildren. Maddie's little 1-year-old daughter had her foot amputated due to Fatco syndrome. In order for Evie to gain mobility, a prosthetic leg is needed. The amputation made way to start Evie on that journey. This baby also underwent a surgical procedure to remove webbing between her fingers. The surgery added dexterity to her hands and improved the quality of life. As you might imagine, this had to be a tough time for the young Sister Wives mom. Despite an amputation about to better Evie's life, it is still an amputation and that has to break this mom's heart. Any child facing surgery, along with the recuperation period, is tough on parents. So, having her mom Janelle Brown there must have made things a bit easier. Christine Brown has the tendency to gush about Maddie's kids. If you didn't know any better you might think she is the biological grandmother to Janelle's grandkids. While she doesn't share DNA with these children, she is like a grandmother to them. The Sister Wives kids grew up with 4 moms. Janelle Brown doesn't appear to have the need to be in the spotlight like Christine Brown. But her fans seem to watch out for her. So, when Christine crosses the line drawn in the sand by the fans, they come out swinging. When she recently gushed about Axel and Evie, fans came running. Christine calling herself Oma to the kids had Janelle's fans seeing red. Christine is planning a trip to stay with Maddie, Caleb Brush, and the kids. She goes on about getting her Oma time with this visit. Janelle just spent time with that little family during what was probably one of the hardest things they've gone through. Now Christine sweeps in as Oma and fans empathized with how they think Janelle must feel. But, this is the Sister Wives family and they're not like traditional family units. Janelle Brown is the first one to credit Christine with all the childcare she gave her kids when they were younger as Janelle worked. Maddie and her siblings grew up with 4 moms. So, Christine helped raise Maddie. Still, it seems some fans feel the need to let Christine Brown know that those 2 beautiful children are the grandbabies of Janelle Brown. Other fans think it wonderful that so many people love these children. So, maybe Christine isn't overstepping boundaries. Sister Wives star Janelle Brown remembers when Kody Brown and his wives thought a true polygamous family had all its members under one roof. That was back in the 90s when Meri Brown, Janelle Brown, and Christine Brown all lived under one roof with Kody Brown. Believe it or not, it was Janelle who first found freedom in a house away from Kody, Meri, and Christine. Considering Janelle backed Kody up for that one big Sister Wives house of his last season, you'd think she'd feel the opposite. But times change. This was long before Robyn entered the picture as the 4th Sister Wives co-wife. Sister Wives, a crowded house for Janelle Brown. Surprisingly enough, it was Janelle Brown who wanted the modern-day Brown family to move into Kody Brown's big dream house. But years ago, living alone changed her life for the better. What Janelle Brown had to say in a book. The sister wives' spouse helped write sheds some light on her problem. It seems one main theme of their original cohabitation kept popping up as a huge problem for the wives. This was back in the day when their original sister wives' house was a home built for a single family. Kody's wives, Meri, Christine, and Janelle Brown shared a house that entailed them sharing the kitchen, bathroom, and common living areas. Janelle described how stifling it was to have 3 women under one roof with 3 different ideas of how to run a household. Even the most mundane tasks turned into turmoil among the sister wives. Growing up, Janelle Brown, as well as the other sister wives ladies, learned different ways of doing things. Now, as adults, they were pretty set in their ways. Janelle said how she likes to enjoy dinner and then relax. She also likes to leave the dinner dishes until the morning. But Christine and Meri liked to clean up after dinner. So, this made for some battles. Janelle said it was Meri who she fought with often, too often. Then after giving birth to her 5th child, Gabriel Brown, she endured a terrible bout of postpartum depression. She had so many kids at such a rapid rate, and just like today, money problems plagued the family. So Janelle decided to take drastic measures. But measures that changed her life for the better. Around the same time she fought her depression, Janelle had a horrific blowout with Meri. She moved out with her kids and in with her mother. Janelle Brown had a great job and made good money. She didn't want to stop contributing to the family. Again, just like today, all the sister wives adults pooled their money. Janelle Brown said her commitment to contribute to the family finances kept her there even when she thought of leaving before. But to go out on her own, she would need that salary of hers. The night she left and went to her mother's, Kody showed up the next morning. He took Janelle with him while he did errands that day. Janelle writes how he turned to her, nonchalantly, and asked, "So are you better now?" This mortified Janelle Brown, who was truly suffering, and Kody didn't have a clue. This sister wives' mom and wife wasn't better yet. Janelle used her own salary to get herself her own home and a newer car. She lived on her own for a couple of years, about 30 miles away from her sister wives' spouses. Kody Brown would come and visit her and the kids. Then he eventually started to spend the night on the days he scheduled for Janelle. Her kids would spend time at the house with Meri and Christine while Janelle worked. On weekends they got together as one big family. This worked for her. Janelle went back to school and got her degree in accounting during the years she was out on her own. Then one day, Kody Brown came to her and said they were moving to Utah. He got a job there that let him be home at night with his sister wives' tribe. At the time, his job entailed traveling, and he was away from home a lot. So this was a major upgrade for the family man. TLC's Janelle Brown was not about to give up her freedom and basically told Kody goodbye. That is until the sister wives' patriarch told her that their new house had 3 separate apartments. It originally belonged to a polygamous family. Each apartment came with its own kitchen, bathroom, and living area. This was a dream for Janelle. She could be back with her family and have her own place at the same time. That is how Janelle came back into the sister wives' family. It seems all the fights, arguments, and ill feelings boiled up between the 3 wives. But it sounds like it boiled over around kitchen stuff. This seems to suggest it's impossible for multiple wives to share a kitchen. Janelle did one of the hardest things she ever did. That was to move out on her own. At the time, Janelle Brown was a mess. And it was the path of least resistance to get herself healthy and whole again. It worked because she reports that she grew and flourished in those years that she lived on her own. She feels it helped make her who she is today. Sister Wives star Christine Brown recently showed up in one of her daughter's posts, which offered a few clues as to what she's been up to. The photo that her daughter, Gwendlyn Brown, shared was taken in Christine's backyard. It looked as if they had takeout dessert in front of them. Sister Wives, Christine Brown takes in the TLC reality series. Christine Brown and her girls appeared to have a piece of pie with cans of mug root beer to wash it down. Immediately Sister Wives enthusiasts threw in a few questions for Christine and her 3 daughters sitting with her at the backyard picnic table. Many seemed interested in the kind of pie they had. Then some Flagstaff locals offered up the place to get pies in the area. But the sister wives' online followers wanted to know where Christine Brown and her daughters were at the time the photo was taken. Some of the online fans thought they might be at Coyote Pass, but the answer to that was no. Gwendlyn offered up a few hints about how her family spends time during their stay-at-home evenings. It usually starts off with hanging around in Christine's backyard. Then Gwendlyn shares with the sister wives' viewers how they usually go for a walk in the evening. Upon arriving home from their walk every night, they settle in to watch a movie or one of the episodes. That sounds like a sister wives episode. So, if Christine Brown's bunch do that a couple of times a week, is that the equivalent of watching home movies or home videos? Maybe not, as TLC does a lot of editing, which is something you don't tend to do with home movies. It's not every family that can turn on the TV to watch themselves on a reality series. Wouldn't you like to be a fly on that wall to see how they critique themselves and the rest of their sister wives' tribe? Christine Brown doesn't hide her need for attention from her shared husband. She's made moves on camera towards Kody, so the sister wives' audience as well as her co-wives are completely aware of her need for Kody Brown's time. With the pandemic keeping people pretty much stuck at home, Christine might not get the amount of time she desires from Kody. The photo doesn't include Kody for dessert in the backyard. So, it looks like Christine may find the next best thing is to tune in and watch her sister wives' hubby on the screen. The family members who do poke their heads out on social media usually don't share Kody's whereabouts. Fans of the TLC reality show pretty much surmise he's hunkering down with Robyn Brown. But that's because Kody doesn't show up in the photos too often. Although, he was seen looking somewhat oblivious in a post last week. As Papa Brown scooped up something with a spoon, Janelle Brown's daughter rested her head on his shoulder. But he looked like he was a million miles away by the expression on his face. So the stressed-out sister wives patriarch didn't look too involved, even when he was in the midst of his loved ones. But it sounds like a younger Kody was a bit more superficial, which he admits. It seems this event with Christine Brown describes just how superficial Kody Brown was at one point. Before he married Christine Brown, she was a friend who Kody was smitten with. Kody had quite the attraction to Christine, describing her as quite possibly the cutest girl in the world. But she was a bit chubby, he adds to this future sister wives bride's description. At some point, he asked Christine to go on a trip with him and Meri. During that car trip with his wives, the future father of 18 was driving and he had a rude awakening of sorts. Meri rode in the front seat passenger side, and Christine Brown sat in the back seat. Kody Brown could look into the rearview mirror and see Christine. They stopped at a roadside convenience store during this trip, and Christine was hungry. It sounded like his attraction for Christine crashed after what he witnessed her doing in the backseat. He said he looked in the mirror, and the woman who one day would be his sister wife's spouse was eating nachos that she purchased during their stop. Kody Brown writes in the family's shared book, the sight of this chubby girl Christine devouring chili cheese nachos for breakfast really put the brakes on his romantic relationship. He said it had to be the biggest portion of nachos he ever laid eyes on, and the sight turned his stomach. Kody also said Christine must have been very hungry as she ate them so fast. Then when he looked up, he saw the nacho cheese and chili sauce everywhere. It seems her future husband couldn't watch his future wife eating. What do you think about this video? Please told on comment box. Also subscribe our channel. Thanks for watching this video.